running on camera right now?
Roll.
Roll, baby, roll it all. I get this picture real close over here. So here's my concept of all of this, because I've been doing a lot of research work on it. Impeachment does not get rid of a president.
Okay, now, wait
When
one
you
second.
impeach him, okay? Well, first of all, he doesn't even hold the office legally. So, impeachment is like an indictment. You still have to go through a trial. So the impeachment is just to start it up. So I believe that we could still do an impeachment whether he holds the office legally or not, with his birth certificate. Okay? So whether his birth certificate be true or not, whether he holds the office properly, irrelevant. Impeach him. Now, impeachment is like an indictment, which starts as an inquiry in the Judiciary Committee of the House of Representatives. So if you would like to go and contact somebody in government to say start the impeachment process that should have been started at 9/11 when the Benghazi attack was made, then you go to John Boehmer from Kentucky. He's the guy who got that up. Is the one where on 9/11 in 2012, almost a year ago, there were 4 people killed in Benghazi at the consulate. So the attack was made on 9/11 of 2012. They did it as an attack. It
Okay.
wasn't somebody in the street that decided, oh, we're just going to throw some rocks over here. They brought their mortars and they brought their Laws rockets. This was planned to happen on 9/11.
To happen on 9/11.
It was like an anniversary. Let's go in, and they planned it out.
Okay.
And now, with all of the things that went on about investigating people and listening to the phone calls and all this stuff, they still didn't locate these people who were going to do it, and they didn't know it was going to happen. Somebody didn't do their job.
Right.
And I have to repeat that.
Yes.
Government is not doing their job. That's the problem. So impeachment is like an indictment, which starts as an inquiry in the Judiciary Committee.
Now, let me interrupt again. People listening out there who don't understand legalese, explain please, what is an indictment?
Well, an indictment is like a grand jury indictment. See, before a person can be charged with a crime, there has to be a jury held called a grand jury. And that's where the prosecutor comes in and presents his case to this jury to determine whether or not they should bring charges that are criminal against someone.
Okay.
So that's what they're doing. Well, there's some criminal things that have been going on in our government. So if we do this right, then the impeachment should start as an inquiry in the Judiciary Committee of the House of Representatives, headed up by John Boehmer from Kentucky.
Now, I got to interrupt you again. I am posting online that we are making an effort to have Obama, I cannot even use the word president and Obama in the same sentence anymore after this one occasion, having Obama removed from the Oval Office. I'm using the term remove. So am I in error by saying we must remove the president, or is it appropriate right now to say impeachment because of the fact that it hasn't been affirmed to the public that yes, indeed, he is a foreigner?
Okay, it's terminology.
Okay.
I'll say it's the meaning of the words.
Yes.
We're going to remove him from office, but we have to start with the impeachment, which is like a grand jury indictment.
Okay.
And at that hearing, they'll have that committee, the Judiciary Committee. They will hold a hearing. They will take evidence, and they will hear the testimony of the witnesses concerning the specific matters relevant to the inquiry.
Okay.
Well, we have several of them. One is the Benghazi attack,
Yes.
which was lied about by Susan Rice to the American public, and nobody corrected it, and it was covered up. And we have 2 or 3 more people in the office, the Oval Office, who are involved in this. One of them being Hillary Clinton, there's Susan Rice, and there's several others. In fact, there's one colonel that they can't find right now to ask him questions that they need answered, and it's almost a year later. So then there's going to be a minority counsel at this committee hearing who serves the interests of the party that is not controlling the Congress. That way, it's a fair indictment hearing or an impeachment hearing. So Congress is made up of 100 senators, 2 from each state, plus 435 representatives, for a total of 535 legislators. Okay?
Yes.
A combination. The Judiciary Committee will then formulate articles of impeachment containing multiple counts, which is the same as what a grand jury would do if they were going to, in the state, go after, like the state of Arizona versus someone who committed a crime. They have to have certain counts identified to be able to prosecute.
Yes.
And they have to know that they're going to win on the prosecution, or they think they will. So the articles of impeachment are very important. When the committee votes for approval of those articles of impeachment, and they then present the articles of impeachment, the initial ones,
Yes.
to the House of Representatives as a whole. Now you have 435 people listening in and seeing whether they're going to approve it or not in the House. So let's suppose that they do approve it. Then they may have amendments.